The launch of the Challenger Shuttle on January 28, 1986, was a highly anticipated event. The 7-member crew, including the first civilian teacher in space, Krista McAuliffe, was ready for their mission. However, the launch ended in tragedy just 73 seconds after liftoff. The shuttle exploded, taking the lives of all on board. This devastating event shocked the nation and the world, and its repercussions are still felt today. The Challenger Shuttle explosion was not a sudden occurrence, but rather the result of a series of failures and poor decision-making. One of the major contributing factors was the issue with the O-rings, rubber seals that prevented hot gases from escaping the solid rocket boosters. These O-rings had shown signs of erosion in previous shuttle launches, and their failure on the day of the Challenger launch was a disaster waiting to happen. However, the O-ring issue was not the only cause of the Challenger disaster. The decision to proceed with the launch despite concerns about the O-rings was a critical mistake. The engineers at Morton Vehicle, the company responsible for building the solid rocket boosters, had strongly recommended a launch delay due to the unusually cold weather on the day of the launch. Cold temperatures could have compromised the O-rings even further, but their warning fell on deaf ears. The pressure to launch on schedule and the normalization of deviance played significant roles in the decision-making process. NASA had faced criticism for delays in the shuttle program, and the importance of meeting deadlines overshadowed the potential risks. The normalization of deviance refers to the gradual acceptance of abnormal conditions such as the erosion of the O-rings as normal. In this case, the repeated success of previous launches despite O-ring issues created a false sense of security. The unintended consequences of the Challenger disaster were far-reaching. The loss of 7 lives, including a civilian, highlighted the dangers of space exploration. It raised questions about the ethics of sending civilians into dangerous environments and the overall safety of the space shuttle program. Public trust in NASA was severely shaken, and the agency faced a major setback in its exploration efforts. The Challenger disaster also had significant impacts on the scientific community and space exploration as a whole. It prompted a reevaluation of safety protocols and led to the implementation of stricter measures to prevent similar accidents in the future. The tragedy served as a wake-up call for NASA and the industry as a whole, emphasizing the importance of thorough risk assessment and transparent decision-making processes. The lessons learned from the Challenger disaster are invaluable. It highlighted the need for open communication channels between engineers and management, promoting a culture where concerns and warnings are taken seriously. Additionally, it emphasized the importance of thorough testing and evaluation. Even if previous tests have been successful, risk assessment should be a continuous process, evolving with each mission and incorporating new knowledge and technology. The Challenger Shuttle disaster serves as a somber reminder of the risks and complexities involved in space exploration. It is a tragic chapter in the history of human spaceflight, but one that has paved the way for a safer and more informed approach to space missions. The memory of the crew of the Challenger will always be cherished, and their sacrifice will continue to inspire future generations of explorers.